3 things I am certain of coming out of this Smackdown Live.
Okay.
John Cena will be returning on July 4th.
That's true.
This Sunday is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
That is also true.
And it should be teeth paste, goddammit, and you know it.
I must have missed part of SmackDown. But we're talking about SmackDown Live and 205 Live. This is Tuesday Night Live. We open up with SmackDown Live, and it was big ol' bring out all the tag teams, except for the Ascension, but we don't talk about them. Yeah, New Day had a little Mardi Gras celebration.
Yeah, because they were in New Orleans.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out. Usos decided they want to rain on their parade and talk about how, New Day gets to walk in here and get a tag team title shot when we're the ones that have been here every single day, busting our asses, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, sucks when somebody else gets your cousin treatment, doesn't it?
Shit, that threw me off. And then the Fashion Police came out and said, whoa, your day isn't H, your day is G for gross. And then
got him.
And then said they were going to. They had the authority to arrest the Usos.
Yeah, the Usos didn't have the authority to detain anybody.
Yeah. But they did. But before they could do that, the Colognes made their way out and they said something.
They said we didn't trash your office.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they just, despite the cologne being in there, they were not the ones responsible for the attack on the Fashion Police office. But they were going to trash them in the upcoming match, which was an 8-man tag team match.
And it was good.
Yeah, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and the Fashion Police taking on the Colognes and the Usos. I mean, you got 8 fantastically talented guys in there, so you're going to have a great match regardless. All these teams have great chemistry together.
And it's awesome to see people shine that you don't normally see.
Yeah.
Or, previously before the brand split were, lucky if they had 2 minutes on TV.
Which was, half of these people.
Yeah. Fashion Police and the Colognes.
Yeah. They put on a great opening match for SmackDown where the New Day and Breezango ended up winning when the New Day hit Primo with what Todd Phillips called the up, down, down, which was Kofi did a backbreaker and held Primo there while Xavier Woods went up to the top and hit a double stomp. And they picked up the win. And then we also saw the
I think the more accurate name, though, would be the up, down.
Why?
Because Kofi picked him up and then put him down, and then Xavier jumped up and came down.
Yeah, but that's not the name of Xavier Woods' YouTube channel.
No, it's not.
Therefore, it is the up, down, down.
It's alright, it's just the weird order.
Yeah. But we actually saw the Fashion Police again later.
Yes.
Because Fandango was checking out his pecs in a mirror and then wondering where Tyler Breeze was, because apparently they had plans to go out and do something afterwards.
And the mysterious Raw tag team attacker is now on SmackDown.
Yeah, where Fandango went back into the police station. It was completely trashed and laid out amongst the array of pictures and desk items was in fact Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze described the attackers. They had stringy hair. They had.
It was also greasy hair.
They had dry skin.
Gross.
And we got a pretty good mugshot of stick figures.
Yep.
So.
And they had 2 arms.
Not 1 arm. They had 2 arms.
Which is weird because I think you just meant between the 2 of them they only had 2 arms.
That makes me wonder.
So either they only had 1 arm apiece, or one of them had 2 arms and the other one has no arms.
Or they were...
It's no arm dar.
No.
No? Alright.
No. We have a... Actually, I'll save that for just before the match. Mojo Rawley.
Fuck off.
looking to get back on. I'm not even going to use my hashtag on him. He's
It's
just
not worth it.
he's looking to do. He's trying to be John Cena, and it's kind of bugging me. Stop it. But Zack Ryder's back.
Yay.
Zack Ryder's good to go. So the Hype Bros might actually get their tag team title shot. Maybe. Kind of makes me not want to vote for the New Day when we do our predictions in the next couple days. So, I don't know. Hype Bros are a thing. We had Naomi taking on Tamina in one-on-one action. Lana decided to watch from ringside.
Tamina dominated a lot of this match.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say about Tamina is it looks like things are starting to get to be a struggle for her. Like, there's certain things that I feel like, maybe 5 or 6 years ago she could do real easy, and now it just seems, I don't know, maybe it's the multiple injuries she's had, the time off, but it just seems like everything's more of a struggle for her. But and then again, she is going against one of the most athletic women on the roster, in Naomi, so it's hard to keep up with a pace like that. But yeah, she played the power game really well, and like you said, dominated through most of the match. She tried to go up for a Superfly Splash, which was stopped by Naomi. Naomi then tossed her back onto the ground, hit her with a split-legged moonsault, and Naomi picked up the win, only to be attacked by Lana afterwards. And Lana hit a cool hammerlock spinebuster,
which I'm going to call the Lana Crush.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. And then she got to pose with the Women's Championship.
Which matched her dress.
Yes it did. Which just so happened to match the entirety of the blue brand. She had like one braid going on. She looked like Elsa. A little weird. She would also...
a callback character a little bit.
A little bit. She also had a backstage interview later where she was saying that she was very proud of herself for what she did, and that on Sunday she's going to be the first ever Ravishing Women's Champion.
Yeah, she says she's going to shock the world.
Cool. Go for it. Do it.
Which isn't going to be hard, Lana.
No.
Just have a decent singles match.
That would shock the world. Because we haven't seen you in a singles match yet. Jinder Mahal decided to come out and take up most of the time what was supposed to be a face-to-face with him and Randy Orton.
And Randy Orton decided the only way their faces are going to get near each other is if he RKO'd Jinder Mahal.
And that's exactly what happened. While the Singh brothers waited at the bottom of the ramp.
Like a bunch of noobs.
When he hasn't already come out, he's not coming that way. It was good, though. It was a good RKO. Like, Jinder was all like kind of ready for a fight, and he was already kind of, like, sticking his neck out, so Randy just had to jump forward and grab it. And then Randy told Renee that, he didn't have anything else to say before Money in the Bank. He said everything he needed to with that RKO, and he's taking his championship back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Simple as that. We had one-on-one action between Charlotte and Natalya. Fantastic chemistry between these two. Loved the back and forth. The wrestling pedigrees are very obvious in these two. Masters of their craft.
Also in Triple H.
I hate you. Sometimes. This is one of those times.
Fair enough.
No, great match between the two. Charlotte, actually, I thought Charlotte was going to put Triple H down. Oh, God, there's two of them over there. Damn it.
Twice the pedigree.
Twice the pedigree. Yeah, Charlotte hit the moonsault on Natty. Natty had some nice physical attacks on Charlotte, but eventually Charlotte hit Natty with natural selection, and she picked up the singles win over Natalya. And then in our main event, which we had 2 backstage segments prior to, was a 6-man tag team match where in one backstage segment we had AJ Styles, that Triple H felt. AJ Styles was warning Shinsuke about how excited Sami Zayn gets when it comes to tag team matches. Yeah. He loves to talk strategy, and so AJ was like, Shinsuke, he likes to talk. He likes to come up with plans. Just let him do what he needs to do. Sammy walked up. He's like, "All right, guys,
What should we do?
What do we do? AJ went, what? He's like...
And then every time AJ tried to say something, Sammy would interrupt him.
Yeah, and then AJ and Shinsuke just stood there while Sammy just went on this long, like, we should do this, but what if they're thinking about this? Maybe, oh man, what if we do this? Oh, they might do that, but I don't know if that. Oh man, you know what? We're gonna do it. You know, we're gonna be fine. No, we're not gonna high five. We're gonna save that for the celebration because there will be a celebration because we're gonna win. And AJ and Shinsuke are just like, I don't know what's happening, and Sammy walked away, and Shinsuke just looked at AJ and went, I like him. And then on the other side of the coin, we had Kevin Owens trying to play peacemaker with Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin, saying that, yeah, we don't like each other, but we definitely don't like them, so let's all try and, like, be on the same page and not screw ourselves over by giving ourselves a little bit of an advantage heading into Sunday.
Yeah, I think it would have been good if Kevin Owens would have noted the fact that, like, Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin feuded for, like, 4 months when Baron Corbin first came to the main roster.
Why is that?
Just because it would have been, like, it would have made it so there would be more animosity between Dolph and Baron.
Do you think that was his intent? Was to, like, make them mad at each other? Because I
mean, like, if he would reference, like, hey, I know you guys used to, like, tear each other apart, but tonight let's work together.
Okay. Okay.
Sort of thing.
I got you there. But, I mean, they worked together for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think everyone worked really well together as far as the teams were considered in this match. Sami Zayn was the whipping boy, like usual.
He was also the winning boy.
He was. Which isn't usually how it goes. Usually the whipping boy is the one that makes the hot tag, and whoever gets the hot tag usually makes the win. But after a bunch of things that sent people flying out of the ring, Sammy was trying to go for a tag to either AJ or Shinsuke, and as he was trying to escape Baron Corbin, both Owens and Ziggler pulled both partners down. Baron ended up grabbing him out of the corner, tossed him across the ring, and as he did, AJ got up on the apron and kicked Baron Corbin in the face. He stumbled into the corner, which allowed Sami Zayn to hit the haluva kick, and the face team picked up the win.
That's the 3rd time Sammy's beaten Baron Corbin.
Yeah. All for it to devolve into Money in the Bank chaos.
Yep.
The ladder was brought in by Kevin Owens. It was used by both him and Dolph Ziggler. Baron Corbin decided to ruin everything by shoving Owens into Ziggler and tried to take the glory for himself by climbing to the top of the ladder. Instead, he got dumped off by Shinsuke, hit with a Kinshasa, and Shinsuke was the one that climbed to the top and pulled off the briefcase.
So Shinsuke is your new Mr. Money in the Bank.
No, he's most likely, at this point, the least likely to win because he had that moment.
So that wasn't the match?
No.
Oh.
No. There's no tags in Money in the Bank.
No, I just thought afterwards.
No, that's not how it works.
When they were all fighting each other. No, okay.
No.
Well,
That was it.
Maybe they were going to get it done early.
Yeah.
Save time for the other stuff on the pay-per-view.
The other 4 matches that are set for the yeah, that's not going to happen.
Raw's just going to have like 4 matches on their pay-per-view.
Fuck you. We don't need any more Raw. Speaking of Raw, we had 205 Live. And we opened up with Kevin Hawk's favorite wrestler, Akira Tozawa, hanging out with his other favorite wrestler, Titus O'Neil. Titus really...
It's not bad enough I had to see Mojo tonight.
Yeah. Titus really pushing that, like, hey, you should be on the Titus brand. Bring that Cruiserweight Championship over here. Blah, 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 blah. And not only that, but I hooked you up with the main event. You get to go against TJP. Cool. Cedric Alexander took on Ari Daivari in our opening contest. Great match between these two.
It was good.
I think my only issue with this is I kind of wished Arya would have gotten the win. just because they kind of had it set up to where he could have.
Yeah.
But I mean, Cedric is making a comeback, so it still makes sense to have him picking up wins. But yeah, he was distracted once again by Noam Dar FaceTiming with Alicia Fox.
Noam Dar was going to get Cedric.
Yeah, he got all the way to the ring, and then he got kicked in the face.
He got Cedric's foot.
Yep, that's all he got. And then
He tried
Arya...
to headbutt it really hard.
Arya tried to sneak up on Cedric, ended up getting hit with a lumbar check, and not only did Cedric Alexander drop kick Noam Dar, not only did he defeat Arya Daivari, but he also hung up on Alicia Fox. It was a triple win for Cedric Alexander on 205 Live.
Good day to be Cedric.
Yeah. I think the one thing, because they were streaming what was on the phone up to the Tron, like when it got hung up, I feel like there were other numbers up there. So if someone was like really quick before they took it off the Tron to like take a picture, like what other numbers could they have gotten off of whatever the...
Yeah, how many people who were there live got Alicia Fox's phone number?
Yeah. Alicia Fox might have to change her phone number after tonight. We had Austin...
It's probably like a company phone.
Probably. We had Austin Aries talking about his future as far as WWE is concerned. A lot of people wondering if, the reason he didn't win the championship, plus his tweet after the match against Neville at Extreme Rules. I guess the short of it is that he's currently injured and is not able to compete. He's still waiting for test results and a clarification from the doctors. So, despite his love for, being in the WWE ring and performing for everyone, he's unable to do that currently. To which Tony Nese came out and said, "Move aside, old man, and let the premier athlete entertain the crowd." And so he...
I like that Aries jogged back with hey, remember last time we were in the ring together? You were tapping out because I had you in a submission hold.
That didn't sit too well with Tony Nese, who started to posture up to Austin Aries.
Yeah, and Austin Aries is only the size of Tony Nese's abs.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's a good thing we had the other half of Tony Nese's abs and Jack Gallagher come out and be like, "Tony, you're being kind of a dick. Let's just
chill.
Let's just show you're making it sound like you're better than Austin Aries. You're kind of making yourself into a joke here." And Tony Nese is like, "Really?" And tried to attack Jack Gallagher. I think he actually hit him once, to which Jack dropped the.
I think he hit the umbrella.
Oh, he knocked the umbrella
out
of his hand. To which Austin Aries ended up picking it up, and so Gallagher ended up stopping an attack from Tony Nese, and then actually broke the umbrella across the back of Tony Nese. So
I honestly think he broke it on his abs first. The abs of steel.
The abs broke it, but it was just hanging on by a thread when he hit him across the back. Well, due to that, we do have Tony Nese versus Jack Gallagher next week, as well as we had a little PSA from Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak for better 205 Live.
Still going on the fact that he thinks that Ali is a show-off and that he takes too many risks. And so we are, in fact, getting Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak next week on 205 Live.
This is where I wish that there was a secondary title on 205 Live. Because it would be hilarious if Ali would have to defend that title against Drew Gulak in a ladder match.
And so Gulak would have to, do the thing that he doesn't want to do to win the championship.
Yeah. I think it'd be hilarious if, they played it that, Gulak is just, afraid of flying or afraid of heights.
He's afraid of flying.
That's why he doesn't like to, that's why he doesn't want people to dive and stuff. It's
it scares him.
Yeah.
Just, every time someone does a dive while he's, even their tag team partner, he's having, mild heart attacks while it's happening. And our main event, Tozawa versus TJP. TJ got a little bit of a talking to by Rich Swann. Yep. Saying just go out there and do what you do. You know,
get TJ Perkins, not TJP.
Get shit done. Just do you, and
TJ Poo.
TJ and Tozawa had a really good match.
Yeah.
Good main event match. They complement each other really well. TJP was actually pretty dominant through most of the match.
Yeah.
Tozawa getting a couple of breaks here and there. Titus was watching in the back. And Tozawa kind of got a break when TJP, despite knocking the mouth guard out of Tozawa's face, tried to go for the detonation kick. Tozawa was able to kind of wiggle off of that, tried to go for a little spin kick, which was ducked. He backed up, hit the Saito suplex, then followed that up with the top rope senton and defeated TJP. And Titus was super excited until Neville came in. And Neville is just taking this tweet from Titus O'Neil really personal.
Titus O'Neil could tweet to me that he's going to give me $100, and I'd still walk up and punch Titus O'Neil in the face.
You're going to give me $100, you motherfucker!
Neville, get him!
I would love to see you just get mad at Titus O'Neil for offering you money. He's the only person in the world, well, maybe not the only person in the world that could offer you money, and you'd be mad at them. Most people would be like, man, thank you. I really appreciate it. Titus O'Neil, fuck you and your money. Take it.
I'd blow my nose on it and throw it back at him.
That's gross and kind of uncalled for. But that is it for...
Mojo.
Jesus. That is it for Tuesday Night Live, guys. Thanks for watching.
$200 well spent.
$205 well spent. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links.
There's a lot of links.
Check out the podcast.
There's the podcast link.
There is. But stay on the YouTube because coming up this weekend we have our Money in the Bank predictions.
Yeah, because we don't get enough pay-per-views.
It was only 2 weeks ago that... I'm glad at least we have like 3 weeks before Great Balls of Fire. Jesus Christ.
Before WWE presents Fire Dick.
Fuck. Check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Reasonable the W.
Like wrestling with a bunch of extra videos like Fantasy Warfare, The Hawktail Hour, What Colt's Wondering, and a few other random videos thrown throughout. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.